and welcome to another edition of the Pocket and Ocho podcast. He's Pocket Sullivan, born and raised on the West Coast, living in the East Coast. I'm Alan the Ocho Goldberg, born and raised in New York, living out west, and together we make up the
Pocket and Ocho podcast.
Doing tonight, Pocket.
What? How am I doing? You cut out for a second there in the intro, and it was kind of hilarious hearing you stutter on that, or hearing the computer stutter. I'm doing okay. I'm fine. I'm fine. If anyone asks, I'm fine. How are you doing?
Plausible deniability. I guess I'm doing well. I'm really excited for our guest tonight. One of my favorite people in the entire city of Los Angeles. When I moved out to LA, people told me who I should expect to meet. There's this type of people and that type of people, but nobody could have prepared me for meeting one of my closest friends, Matt Raab. Welcome to the show tonight, Matt.
Thanks. I'm excited to be here.
Woo!
This is about as excited as I get.
No, that's good. That is important. We need to have balance. You know, there needs to be a straight man in all this. Yeah. So you're doing okay. That's great.
Yeah.
So, Ocho, we typically start off with things, asking about doing a little bit of a recap of the week. And Matt, you seem to be with us with this. So, apparently, you literally just told me this. Apparently, Ron Jeremy was arrested. He was? Apparently, he was arrested for. I mean, this is Ocho just told me something about rape, and I mean, I never thought he'd even.
Yes, I don't want to go there.
Yeah, I have seen him at the Cat and Fiddle bar in Hollywood. There's a trivia night there, and I went a couple times, and there he was. So he isn't the most genteel of people from my brief experience. But yeah, definitely gross.
Did you say Hollywood? Because 4 of these cases took place in West Hollywood. I believe that's where all these cases.
Yeah.
How was he at trivia? Was he a good trivia player?
I know that he went up to tell some jokes in between rounds, and people knew him there. And someone I was dating at the time said, "That guy looks really familiar. Who is he?" And that was funny for me. And when I said who it was, she said that she had no reason to have recognized him.
I mean, not clothed at least.
Yeah, that might have been what threw her off.
Yeah. Oh man, and it's
no good.
Yeah. I mean, what else is happening in your weeks? Because out here in New York, it's getting just stupid hot.
Right, which I guess makes wearing a mask even more uncomfortable than it had been when it wasn't stupid hot.
Yeah, it's. I have no idea what's going to happen. Like the COVID cases are down here though, and how are those in LA?
Oh, rising.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool.
But hospitalizations are down supposedly, so it's all a matter of what your metrics are.
Yeah, but as there are more tests and with the lag of reopening to admittance to hospital, it's not fun times. And I'm walking around seeing a lot of scofflaws. There's so many scofflaws everywhere.
Scofflaws?
We're required to wear masks and people don't. They're breaking.
Oh. Yeah.
They're scofflaws.
Yeah.
It's insane.
And Texas just the governor just said stay home.
Oh yeah, Texas, it's like 5,000 cases or something today or something. I don't know. It's crazy, but I mean, I guess they are testing more, so they're going to see inflated results from what we are used to. But it's still,
as they say, if there were no testing, there'd be no cases.
There'd still be cases. There'd still be cases. People die.
We just wouldn't know.
Yes. Yeah. Oh God.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I got a story I got to share with the audience.
Please.
So, do you remember one of our previous guests, Phil Abramson, skydiver?
Yep.
rocket scientist guy. So he came to my area and he brought his dog Daisy, who had made her national debut on this podcast. So I figure with that type of love, she'd be a big fan of mine. But of course, literally, Phil's like, do you mind watching Daisy for a few minutes while I go shop? I go, no problem. This'll be fun. I have a cute dog. You know, people will start talking to me.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, the second Phil goes into the store, Daisy finds a way off the leash and starts running through the streets with reckless abandon.
I think he was like trying to make sure you knew he was cool, you know?
And literally, the dog was out of my sight within 15 seconds. I have a sprained ankle, so I'm like this guy hopping up a giant hill with a leash going, my dog's run away, help me! And people are like telling me the dog went to the left, the dog went to the right. Somebody's like, jump in my car, we're gonna catch this dog. And for like 5 minutes, people who like are so afraid of letting people into their cars, you know, who are like so concerned of germs. There's a lost dog. Everybody's united in helping catch the dog.
Oh.
It was really, on the bright side, it brought people together, the chase for the dog. And I can safely say, thankfully, Daisy was found by this nice 14-year-old dog whisperer of a kid who took care of Daisy. And eventually Phil got done shopping and Daisy was reunited with the owner.
Oh, man. I can't even.
But for those few minutes, I got to tell you, because, you know, for the past few weeks, at times I get really sad. And I'm like, I can't be social. I can't hang out with people. This sucks. And I really thought the lesson of the story would be, no, look what happens when you hang out with people. You have to tell them their dog got hit by a car and died. That's way worse than never seeing people.
Well, you won't see them again after that. So.
But how'd you sprain your ankle if you're indoors all day? This is the craziest part of the story.
So this is the really embarrassing thing. I used to sleep like 5.5 hours per day because I always had things going on.
Yeah.
And now I sleep like 10.5 hours, and I keep twisting my ankle in bed. During normal times, I never get injured. During pandemic times, I have bed injuries every other week.
Your body's just trying to compensate for all that, like, lost sleep. Oh, man. I have one more topic before we move into our fabulous guest. One more thing that happened this week was that rally in Tulsa. What did you think about that rally in Tulsa? Not in a political way. We stay away from politics, but the whole like kids making kids on Instagram and TikTok, buying a bunch of seats.
I want to say this. I think it's a funny story that kids on TikTok, maybe the first time in history that TikTok has actually been used for anything positive. And Instagram, all these kids are taking credit for this. But the reality is it had nothing to do with the fact that most people just thought the idea of going to an indoor event when that city is experiencing the most amount of cases they've experienced, period, is just a really dumb idea. Thankfully, most people have a brain.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I would really like to know the numbers on that because some followings are insane. They have like those K-pop bands have obscene followings, and if they actually made a hashtag or whatever it was, they could get an obscene amount of people.
No, you're right, and that's possible. The thing was that supposedly there was going to be an overflow crowd with thousands of people just sitting in the parking lot, and those people didn't need tickets, and nobody showed up for that either. Which just leads me to believe that the average person thought there was no point in going to this rally.
Yeah.
And also, they also felt it's hypocritical. Like, I know I'm a little sensitive to the plight of entertainers, but none of us could perform in a venue like this. No comedians could perform. Like, what? Like, this isn't fair to everybody else.
It's crazy. Matt, I didn't want to. Did you have any thoughts on this one? Didn't want to just talk over you or whatever.
I think so. Like a decade ago, I don't know whether I think it was Miley Cyrus who had a concert and it was sold out. like immediately, and it turned out that nobody showed up because people had bought all the tickets on they bought them on Ticketmaster to scalp them and like couldn't offload them or something.
That's amazing.
So yeah, it was either Miley Cyrus or somebody else in that
money.
genre, but playing to almost no crowd is something that has been done before with everybody scooping up the tickets, but not in this way.
That's great. Yeah. And with that, I think that's our week recap. Unless you have anything else